right, good morning everybody. And thanks for having me here, Octane, judges, and an audience here. Today, we're going to talk about biopsy. I'm John Zehren, as introduced here, CEO of SinglePass. We were here last year in a lot of positions raising money. Oops, can we go back one? Raising money, like a lot in the Innovation Forum here. And since then, we've been able to get commercialization going with an FDA approval, which allowed us to go into the marketplace. So we're excited to present the technology today. So everyone knows what a biopsy is, right? You get a needle, it goes into an organ, and you take a sample in order to bring that to a lab to see if you may have cancer or a tumor or another malady. So it's a critical procedure that must be done. However, in today's world, the best we can do is a 10% complication rate. In serious complications can be up to 2 to 3%, which can include major issues such as ER visits, hospitalizations, blood transfusions, an embolization procedure, and in rare cases, even death. So this procedure now is taking 4 to 8 hours for you to be observed in the hospital, and then hopefully you'll go home. But we have a solution for this 4 to 8 observation time, this bleeding complications that occur. Imagine going in for a biopsy of your kidney. You're very nervous about it. You're supposed to be home for dinner to help cook your family meal, and then you've got to bleed. And now you're in the hospital. You're going to get a transfusion, and it just upends the entire procedure, which should be benign. So SinglePass is a solution for this. We can stop the bleeding in the biopsy tract by providing electrocautery, which is heat. So it's a very simple procedure. It's a handheld device. It's battery operated. It cauterizes the tract closed, and we're FDA cleared. So from here, what we're trying to do is to bring a new standard of care for biopsy procedure, for biopsy closure, right? There isn't one today, and that's our goal as a mission for our company. So through this handheld device, we're able to empower the physician who's doing the biopsy to see on CT or ultrasound on this picture here the channel of cauterizing this closed. So once this needle goes right into this procedure, right into the tract that's already there, it takes literally 10 seconds to press the button on our device and start to seal and cauterize, pulling back 10, 15 seconds very slowly until you're out of the patient, cauterizing channel under the ability to see that. So we think we can save thousands of complications and thousands of dollars because this is costly when you have a problem. And our global market opportunity is huge, right? There's 20 million biopsies gone around the world, 4.5 million that are addressable, and then we have 1.5 million biopsies in our obtainable market in the vessels or the organs that we are approved in right now, which provides a really large market cap, 300 to 600 million in our obtainable market. So far, we've gone to market and had excellent success rates. You can see the chart here, not giving out exact numbers, but a couple hundred procedures to start with. And then that tripled, and then that doubled. And we're expecting to be on a very nice trajectory because physicians like to close the biopsy channel after these procedures. It's safer and prevents complications. So we've done something very special, I think, in our go-to-market. We have gone with a distribution channel, partners that carry interventional radiology products, but we've hired exclusive sales managers in different parts of the country to manage those distributors so that we're not just one product on the bottom of the distribution bag. And it's been very effective for us. We also had launched a post-FDA registry, which is going to track these patients and see what our closure rate is, and they've been very good. And with that post-procedure study, again, there's nothing like this. We've been able to get MD Anderson Cancer Center, Emory, Kaiser's to join us in this fight to stop bleeding after biopsies. Our market expansion is going to be challenging for us to get 100% coverage on the sales program. So you can see here our current FDA allows us about 24% of the indicated organs that are covered. We have 76% that we haven't gone after yet that is going to be our future. So today we're at $1 million in sales. We know we can get to 20 million in our operating plan with the funding we have, but to get the standard of care, which is our goal, we're going to need help, right? We can't get to $100 million until we have a strategic partnership. So we're going to get sales coverage at 100%. Right now, for instance, we're not covered in Florida appropriately. We don't have any help there. So those kinds of gaps need to be filled so that every hospital, every midtown city is going to have coverage. Secondary scaling. Right now, we're at 1,000 units a month that we can produce. And we think we can get to 5,000. But to get to 100 million, we need 15,000 a month. So that's a scale that our small company is going to need a strategic partnership for. And of course, more clinical expansion. Every time we go into a new organ, prostate, breast, we're going to have to figure out how to make the right device for that. So our financial summary is we're burning through about $4 million a year with our staffing. We think we get that down to 2 through sales. And then finally, when we hit our AOP planning, we should get to break even with our current projection. Management team, absolutely critical, as everybody knows, right? It's about the team. Dan Hughes, head of sales. That guy has gone 0 to $100 million at least twice. Steve Freed, 0 to $100 million at least 3 times in his career lifetime. Those are the special sales managers that I've hired that are working for us. Head of R&D, Randall Mirashir in the audience today has accelerated our marketing beyond our wildest dreams. And then we have our CFO, Ryan Ippolito, as well on our team. Great board of directors, won't focus on it. Just a shout out too, we incubated this out of a venture studio. So it's a very great model. It's a shout out to our venture studio, but we have a shared CFO, we have shared accounting and back office help, and we have a shared office space. So in order for us to accelerate and get to market fast, this venture studio has very much helped us, including our manufacturing. So our manufacturing is part of that studio, so when we needed to make this, or to make prototypes, or do R&D, we go walk across the street to our venture partner and say, we need a better prototype. So it's been very helpful to have the organization really tight, and I think it really makes us click. So a good shout out for our partners, Infinity, Soros, and M4D. So summary, we've got a unique product for biopsy closure. We're addressing the market, we're FDA approved, and we're on a great track of success. But to get standard of care, which is very difficult to do, we think we can get there for biopsy closure. We're looking for our partnership on scale and distribution, which is our sales, our ramp up in production, and our clinical research. Okay, I am 1 second over time, and my presentation's over. Thank you very much, everybody.
All right, we'll start the 3 minutes.
Yeah, so quick question. The $100 million in sale, that's what you plan to acquire for your business. That's not the market size.
That's right. We feel like that is about standard of care.
Okay. What is the market size as a whole? Like how many patient procedures are done on a yearly basis that this technology can be applied for? From the 24% and then the rest of the...
Yeah, so our addressable market is 1.5 million procedures a year.
And you showed a slide where it showed the organs, and I think breast was that one that you are yet to get into, if I was reading that?
That's correct. Our current approvals are for kidney, liver, and for lung. And so breast is outside of our current scope that we're going to market at, but it's something we want to address to get the standard of care for all biopsies.
Would that require a clinical trial and an amended 510K, or do you have a predicate for breast?
Yeah, we'll have to go after an indication for that with FDA under a 510K, which we believe the cauterization general indication will apply quite easily. And again, it may be a different type of product, different kind of heat, different sizes, so that'll be a development project.
What's your exit plan? I mean, at 20 million, you should be able to garner some interest from a strategic. Is that your sort of thesis, that you're get another round of investment, get to 20 million, and sort of look at the marketplace and find a strategic partner?
Yeah, I think M&A is a possibility for a company, certainly, when we show we're at 100 hospitals and have good 20 million in sales. So we'll see if that happens. We're operating to get the break even and go on our own. But should that be in the mix, we're open to that, because we will need some strategic partnerships to do the production, to scale to 15,000 units a month, and we're going to need help on full coverage across America, which we don't have. So somewhere in there, to get the standard of care, which is our goal, we're going to need some help.
So 2 quick questions. Is there CPT codes for this right now? Is there reimbursements?
There's not a specific CPT code just for the product. It's covered under the biopsy.
The biopsy, okay. So you would have to be more affordable than what they're losing money-wise should they bleed, and that would be the compensation for the cash to you.
Yeah, that's correct, because one hospitalization could be up to $100,000 in a procedure. And it's been shown that our device costs about $100,000, $200,000 per year, and we get to save just one or 2 complications of break even, and they're having 5, 10, or 20. So the economics have been fairly easy to discuss with the hospitals.
And then the second part, I didn't see an ask, but is there an ask? Are you raising capital right now?
We're not raising capital now, but we're thinking of the future, that when we get to our $20 million, that we're prepared to not go it alone.
Got it.
And so the alternative is nothing, I guess, right? Like, so currently if they do the biopsy and they extract, if it's either the body clots and it doesn't bleed or it bleeds, there's no in between.
So there's 30-40% do nothing, and then there's secondarily a larger observation time. Some hospitals keep patients overnight for a simple biopsy to make sure that they don't have the complication. And the third thing, there are gel foam type products that are injectable through a needle, but it's kind of like putting glue on something that's wet. It doesn't seal up enough, and you can't tell if you've sealed the channel. So right now there's no visual confirmation that you've done something.
Great.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.